Hey, free people. Here's one thing I've come to learn about you. You're successful, you know what you're doing. So, why do you feel stuck? If you're craving calm, clarity, and a life that you love, watch this video and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. You're doing everything right. You're successful, you know what you're doing, and you've built a solid life. But yet, you feel stuck. Not because you don't know how to move forward, but because something in you just isn't moving. If that's where you are, I want to show you what's actually going on. For years, you've succeeded in a system that you have built, you created. You know how you succeeded in the system. But today, that version of you feels incomplete now because it's not about capability, it's about identity. So today, this growth is creating tension in your current reality. Growth creates tension within your current environment. This is a natural part of the process that we really don't often think about. We look at growth and expansion and change as a good thing. But the truth is that our nervous system and our body doesn't really know the difference. It knows what it knows, and it's known that for a long time, and you'd been grooming and working toward what you've achieved today for quite some time. Your body, mind, and your nervous system have actually gotten used to it. So you're not stuck because you don't know what to do. You're stuck because who you've become doesn't fully fit where you are anymore. So right now, your nervous system is still wired for pressure, but that pressure, that wiring actually creates a lot of tension and stress within your body. And you know that there is an easier way of flow in life that you can really create something magical and something that you love. But you've been operating in deadlines, performance, and high expectations. Not just the ones that others put on you, but you know you put these expectations on yourself too. And you're starting to feel the residue of that existence within your body. So, yes, today you are ready for creating something calmer and clearer and a knowing in this next phase of your life. So, it is going to take some time because you're used to urgency and movement, action, get it done. And without the pressure, without the deadlines, without that sense of urgency from external factors, you're kind of caught up a little bit. It kind of makes you feel a bit frozen. Like, now what? How do I react and how do I respond? For some of you, this is going to be a quick turnaround time to recognizing that there is a shift. And for some of you, it might take a little more room for air and a little more processing and development to relax and flow into these next phases of life because your body is still waiting for a push to act, a force, a reason, a goal, a deadline. You have been trained to move when there's pressure. So when there isn't any, you feel a little stuck. So when you're in stages still, even though a part of you has already decided that you no longer want this in your life, your body is used to forcing clarity instead of allowing. You think harder, plan more, and you just figure it out as you go along. We think more effort equals more clarity, but that just creates more overthinking. And what comes after overthinking? Even more thinking, which means more noise in our mind, more thoughts flooding our existence. But what's really happening is that you're bypassing your own inner knowing, masking what feels good and right and correct for you in a way that makes it really challenging to hear that inner voice. So you're not stuck because you don't have answers. You're stuck because you're trying to force them. And this part of the video is where everything starts to change. Let's start to make a shift. Because when you stop trying to push your way forward, and this, free people, is where the transition starts to shift. When you stop trying to push your way forward. Because being stuck isn't something you solve by doing more. It's something that starts to shift when your system finally has space to settle. Now, this is a little tricky to describe because it doesn't come with an action, it comes with a calming. And we're not used to that. But if you know something has got to change so that you can live and create the life that you want and you dreamed of freedom, you already have plenty of proof that the pushing and forcing and seeking affirmations from other people just is not working for you anymore. So I hope you're ready to give my freedom reset a try. It's a simple way to come back to yourself, to actually hear what's next instead of forcing it. So if you're feeling stuck right now, grab my freedom reset. Some people confuse what we're going through right now as a burnout phase or nearing burnout because you're starting to pull away and retract from the things that used to work for you and no longer work for you. You're starting to pull away from it because your body is screaming that you want something different. And you may confuse this with burnout, but maybe this isn't burnout at all. Maybe, just maybe, you have outgrown this life that you've created. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about in the next video.